Hello, and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign with FilthyRobot, the Scottish tutorial series in EU4. All right, so yeah, what do you? We were talking about buildings. We have all this money now. We have 129 ducats. We have no debt. We're debt free. It's called Dave Ramsey. We wanted to talk about buildings, but then we remembered that we need to buy the Renaissance, which is still going to cost us like 400 gold. So I think we should do that first, and then we'll talk about buildings. In the meantime, though, we do have 100% war score against Galray. This little one province minor that Denmark foolishly called into the war has been sieged down by France. France has nicely transferred control of the occupation to us because they have no interest in the province.
That was nice of them. Can they do that?
So yeah, absolutely. We can do that to them as well. So basically, we have 100% war score against a one province minor. We can take all of his stuff. So go ahead and negotiate with Galray.
We don't want his province, right? Really? I mean, it's kind of in the middle of fucking nowhere. We do want it?
We could take it. And there's a couple things to consider here. Like, if you look at the trade map mode, Galray is in the English Channel trade node, which we do want. But it's not part of the war goal, and it would cost us 48
and to be clear, what Galray would contribute to the total value of the trade node, because it would give us provincial trade power, because the province itself exists in the node. Therefore, any provincial trade power it generates gives you trade power in that node. So we do want it eventually. The problem is that it's expensive. We would pay 48 diplo points for it when we're about to finish off our diplomatic idea group, and we really want that finisher. And next, you'll notice when you go to negotiate directly with Galray, you see that little imperial flag with an exclamation, the red exclamation? It's unlawful territory. The emperor may demand that you return it. So this is land that's inside the Holy Roman Empire. This is going to piss off the emperor, and he is going to probably declare war on us to return it to the empire. So it's dangerous to move into this territory, and it's also a bit indefensible for us. It's far away. We're just now starting to establish our naval presence. We're not really going to be able to defend it very well. And the last thing we want to do is get into a land war with the emperor. So I'd rather consider, if we're going to do a separate piece, just take all of his money, take some war reps, make him, tell him he can't be friends with anyone. So that's Denmark and East Frisia that he can't be friends with.
Yeah, so we're looking...
and then...
So we're not going to...
Treaties are... Ooh, transfer power, trade power. What does that mean?
No, that one sounds pretty damn appealing to me.
That's expensive. That's 60. Okay.
So what? So they're going to give us 50% of their trade power forever, or until they are allowed to turn it off. I think it's like 10 years or something, but for
oh my God,
whatever,
we can get everything
of time, we will get half.
He still just says yes. I just clicking more things. He's like, yeah, sure.
That's because we have 100% war score against him. Okay, so I'm looking at what's most appealing to me would be war reps, transfer trade power, annul his alliance with Denmark, 185 ducats.
You didn't care about his East Frisia alliance?
Okay. Not really. I mean, we're not going to get all of this prestige. We're only going to get 2.7 of the 5 I'm looking at, because French participation. But I care more for that the war reps. The war reps will come directly to us, which is great.
Okay, I'm gonna click send a man on that. I got 94 as peace offer value, 185 ducats, war reparations, transfer trade, and annul with Denmark. Done.
Sounds great. It's good. Okay, so we get some more money. Nice. We're gonna finance our damn.
Why do we gain inflation from that?
Okay, good. Because anytime you take money in a peace deal, it adds inflation relative to your annual income. So if you take like your annual income worth of trade, worth of ducats, then it's going to affect your inflation by quite a bit. So yeah, we're just sitting here, we're just blockading him, we're just whittling down his enthusiasm. He's at 20 right now.
And we're gaining war weariness for this, right?
We shouldn't be. Take a look at the stability and expansion tab. You'll see we're at 0.59. We've had a few battles, but we're not gaining any because we're not being sieged, we're not being blockaded.
Yeah, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know what contributes to war exhaustion. Does it say somewhere?
Battles will contribute to it. Attrition will contribute to it. Having occupied provinces or blockaded provinces will contribute to it. It can't tick down while we're at war, but it also is not going to tick up based on our current situation.
So we're just accumulating war score for doing nothing right now.
Yeah, in fact, we're just gonna go down to 0 maintenance and turn off our forts. Like that's what we think about them. Like you stupid filthy Danish. Like we're so
whoa. Let's not use filthy in that type of adjective with this company, Arumba. Have some taste.
Oh jeez, that's funny. I hadn't even considered. I use the word filthy all the time, and I don't think about it like that.
Goodness. What would Wallace think?
Anyway, so the French, look at this. The French are being so ballsy. They've just landed a 7 stack with no leader, and they're just marching around in Sweden. Look at that thing. Look at him. Where are you going, France? You're crazy.
Yeah.
There's a chance the Danish might try to pull those troops out. We got to watch the Hålogaland Blight to see if he picks this. He's got 7 transports in that province of Midtjylland. So if we see any Danish ships on the route coming out, we should pull our navy out. But for now, we just blockade this area and we've got his capital blockaded.
Do we need to leave?
This is interesting. Notice can
we be ultra greedy? Can we put our lights on trade route protection? And
we could, but right now I was considering that. Mm-hmm. If you grab our navy, press the D key.
Okay.
Okay, so you've just divided the navy into 2 fleets. The first fleet, the 25 stack, is what's required to keep the blockades in place on every province that's in this sea tile. The 9 stack is what's available beyond that.
Why do the heavies get put in? Are heavies not good at blockading or something?
No, light ships are the best at blockading. It's based on their movement speed. So we could, but it would make our navy pretty weak.
All right.
For now, but okay. So this is interesting though. Remember how I mentioned that the Swedes would not help out in the war at all? We finally now just do see their army, and that's because they are not going to help their overlord because they're disloyal. But the French occupy their province. They will go unsiege their own province.
I don't know why the French are pissing off the Swedes anyways. Like, what are they trying to accomplish with that 7K army over there?
He's trying to get stack wiped by the 20 stack from Denmark,
which he will.
Yeah. He's not. Yeah. It's not very smart.
All right. Queen's Consort of the People with a lot of text that I'm not reading. So let's take a look. We can lose 90 ducats and lose 15 admin. That sounds great. But Scotland gets Consort of the People until the death of James III, giving the following effects: national unrest -1. That's not bad. Or we have more important matters to deal with.
Well, considering that we have absolutely no revolts, no unrest whatsoever in our country anywhere, I'd say that unrest is pretty unimportant.
Look at stability and expansion. Stability's there. Okay, we have no rebel groups at all. So I can't even mouse over unrest because we don't have any fucking unrest.
We have 0.
And our national unrest is already minus 3.92. All right, we have more important matters to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We do. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Okay. Well, I'm loving this. We're making lots of money. We're still making.
Yeah, I guess we're losing the income from our navy.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure though the stuff we just took out of that one silly minor country over there probably outpaid what we would have gained from our navy.
Yes, definitely. One thing that's different about this war compared to the previous ones for us is that this is a defensive war. We're still the war leader. France came in defensively, but because we didn't promise him territory, we don't have to give him anything. So we're going to take all the land for ourselves. Excellent. And he won't get upset about it. And I am glad to see that he didn't get too upset that we didn't quite give him very much land last war. And look at this. The French are fighting the Swedes. Why would you do that? That's just suicide. Not only do they have combat ability, but they don't even want to be in the war. Okay. You see the new alert?
Let's take a look. I see disloyal estates. I invest in new technology. Let me just see which the new one is. It's going to be a Renaissance thing, isn't it? Choose to expire, low maintenance, disloyal. Come on. Mothballed forts. I guess. Oh, you can embrace an institution. Okay.
Yeah. Now, we could do it. It would cost us 300 some ducats. I'm looking, the only thing that I'm considering right now, instead of doing it right this second, is that we have one more province.
91%.
Looking at the institutions map
Northumberland.
Mode. Yeah. If we wait a few months, that will save us 13 ducats.
Where do you see how much it's ticking up by? Do you select the province directly?
Yeah. Yep. You can see the Renaissance is at
1984. Okay.
91.28, and it'll be there
let's
very,
wait
very
on
soon.
that. So I'll just leave that map mode open for a little bit, which was, I guess I could just click on the thing again. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, the argument for taking it right now would be if you want to take a tech right now. And actually, we've got multiple provinces. If you look over in Ireland, we've got Tyrone and Leinster are both at 90%.
Yeah, why don't we wait for a minute, save some cash?
Yeah, save the cash, and more importantly, also Wallace the Girthy is growing at 1.6.
Yeah, so everything else it will all go down in cost per month. Is what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah, we want to embrace it the moment we intend to take the technology. And if we don't need the technology right this second, like we don't need military tech 7 to win this war. We don't necessarily need admin tech 6. It's not going to benefit us. So
Navy, Denmark Navy is just undocked.
The Premier Fleet?
Is it the 8th Fleet I'm looking at over there?
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Let's go see if we can just kill that. If we can kill it, then I'd be much more interested in.
It's gonna get wrecked. Okay, French killed it. No, it retreated. Got out.
Yeah. If we could kill all of their transports, then I'd be much more interested in trying to get the light ships out there again.
Yep.
And also, we continue to add more and more heavies to our fleet, which is terrifying for them. We now have 4 heavies, and they are godlike. I mean, if you look at just real quick, press the L key, go to the ledger, go to the navies, and just sort the world by heavies.
And they are called.
We have 4 heavies. Heavy ship. We have 4. We're in 4th, tied for 3rd place for number of heavies. Like we're already becoming like a pretty damn impressively strong navy. And by the way, the French have actually managed to land 24,000 troops now.
What?
And they breached the walls.
Why did Denmark do this war, man? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he saw that we had 6 regiments.
We gotta do that more often.
We got rid of all of our mercs, and by the way, since he's breached these walls, we're going to just focus on blockading the sea tile for him so that he gets a bonus to his siege speed. Ah, shoot, we keep getting kicked out of England. We keep forgetting to fabricate.
I could look at that. I know what I'm looking for now. So.
Yeah, Derbyshire, Norfolk, just something, anything, really. So, yeah.
TikTok.
Well, we could get nuts here. I mean, if the French actually occupy a fort over there, we could theoretically demand that land. He's going to transfer it to us because he doesn't want it. If we could get like 1 province over there, like Nordjylland, that would give us the ability to fabricate on everything in this region. Because it shares the sea tiles of northern Norwegian Sea, Skagerrak, Kattegat. Like, it touches all of them.
All right.
It's a personal union. And since the French are doing that, I'm kind of inclined to go for that. I think we should. I mean, it's just, why not? All right, sweet, an idea.
Yes,
take it.
This is a good one.
Yes, this is such a good one.
Caravan power and finishing it up. So another guy. Okay, click.
Okay, so here's the mark. We were making 6.7 ducats a month in trade. So just based on the caravan power, we're going to get more. But now you want to go and probably look at...
Yeah, it was the other one of the 2. So we were looking at... Before it was Vine and I guess I could look. So I click on Vine. Vine goes to, we're sending it to Rhineland. Rhineland is fed by Saxony and Vine. So is it Saxony the next one we put in? Or do you want to go further another direction?
Yeah. I would either go further, like up to an upstream node from Wien. We could go to Krakow. But Krakow, it doesn't look that great.
That's the edge of our range too, is Krakow and Saxony, right? Like the rest starts getting checkered. Okay. Yeah, they're both pretty rubbish, it looks like. I mean, I guess, let's see. So, what is this? Krakow sends out to 3. And what does Saxony send out to? One of the ones we already have. And we could steer away from Lubeck, from Saxony. So that would make all of the stuff out of Saxony headed towards us, basically, right?
Well, all of it, you'll notice that 0.00 is going to Lubeck out of Saxony. Everyone that's trying to pull out of Saxony is pulling it in a favorable direction for us. So all we would gain by putting a merchant there is we would increase the amount of trade power pulling out relative to the amount trying to retain. Whereas with Krakow, some of it's being steered the wrong direction. So I'd probably go for Krakow.
So I click on Krakow. I say not transfer trade power. I want to... Oh, it's transfer trade power.
Yes, transfer trade power.
And the guy's name is David. All right. Done.
Cool. Right, and again, the mark was 6.7 ducats a month.
Nobles ally with foreign power. These nobles are a pain in my ass.
God, I'm not so happy about these nobles anymore.
So we can either lose 33 admin, which we actually don't. Oh, admin. No one really gives a fuck about that right now. Or they'll lose 10 loyalty. They're currently at 33, and we'll gain a diplomatic insult casus belli on England. Or we can lose 15 prestige and the nobility gain 10 loyalty.
In this case, even though for such a long time we've tried to push up our prestige, I would take the prestige hit. Because I would rather that the nobles finally get loyal, and I don't want to waste admin points.
I have so much admin right now.
Yeah, but we haven't been taking tech simply because we've been waiting for the Renaissance. Soon we're not going to feel like we have so much admin. Not to mention
53 is quite a lot, though. Wasn't there a breakpoint we're coming close to? Wasn't it 60 or something?
No, not for prestige. Prestige goes from on a scale from -100 to +100. We can get it back. It's good to have, but we don't need it. It's not like we're in a war with England right now, right this second, where we need every bit of morale we can get. We're in a war we're going to win no matter what. So, it's not a big deal. Prestige is something you want to try to pump up, but if it comes to like money or monarch points, I'll usually trade away the prestige.
Okay, what does this mean now? South Northumberland went to 100%, I thought, but now it just says feudalism and Renaissance are present. Why is it stripy?
Northumberland.
So if you go look at it from the institution map, so we look at Renaissance, how come Northumberland didn't go the solid green of Yorkshire? Why is it now both are present?
You just have to refresh the map mode. It's all green for me when I look at it.
Well, thank you. Problem solved.
You got to spy on England again.
Are we able to do that?
Yeah. Ooh, there's a coalition against the Platinate.
Calm. Stability cost modifier minus 10%.
The French just kicked out the navy of Denmark, and now we're annihilating it in the sea tile. Helagoland Blight or Bite.
You just gained royal efficiency, so admin tech cost is now minus 10%. Yep.
Really? From what, an event?
Skills of the Queen Consort.
Damn. See, it's even more reason. Look at this. Now Francis, he's in carpet siege mode. He's kicking ass. The best part is that he doesn't expect anything from this war at all.
Who am I fabricating on? Kent? Yep.
Oh, this is dirty. Oh, this is so dirty.
That?
I think. Hold on, I gotta think for a second. Okay, so if he controls both sides of the strait, he's guaranteed a retreat path.
You can cut off his retreat path and try to make him stack wood?
Exactly. If we can provide him with an escape route by not having the blockades in place, and then we wait for the French to fight him, and then when the French rout the army, it tries to retreat across the strait. We move our ships into position. Then the ships block the strait, closing the gap, which means that his army can't retreat, which means that it sits there with 0 morale and gets stack wiped instantaneously. So we just want to be on the lookout for that, basically, if the French decide to fight him, which they should, probably. Still, he's on low enthusiasm right now. How are we looking on our peace deal?
Not that great, I don't think.
-4. We're taking all the islands.
Is that really all it is? So, because it already has that set up, so you're just able to click on Denmark and then click on Sue for Peace, and then all the stuff selected. Okay.
Yeah, it saves it.
Yeah, -4.
Whatever you looked at the last time. I'm looking right now at a...
Do we have the diplomatic cost to do this?
Who cares?
Will we go negative?
Need to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go negative. Yeah, you can go negative down to like a -100 points. I'm looking at right now taking Midtjylland and Nordjylland from him in Denmark area. And then at the same time, or we could just take one. We don't have to take both, but I wouldn't mind taking that fort just so that
I want access to the Lubeck trade node.
Having a fort? Yeah, having that fort would be nice, because number one, we wouldn't have to siege it down in the next war, and number two, if there's a rebellion over here, which there will be, the fort will protect us for time to move armies around and stuff. So it would be quite handy to have some of this land. I think we should just punish this dummy. I think we should go nuts. Like, how much can we actually get away with taking before the coalition gets huge?
I need to look at coalition costs.
Okay. All right, there it is. I found it. It's an 82% peace deal. Oh, it's glorious. Stupid Danish
awesome.
dummies. Okay, so I'm looking at 92% peace deal. We have negative 156 reasons for peace, but we're gonna get it because the French are gonna stack wipe the Danish. I can just feel it. It's coming. I mean, look, he's continuing to land more and more troops. There he goes. There he goes. He's doing the fight. You ready for this? Okay, well, the French need to win this fight, by the way. It's Louis the 11th. He's using his actual ruler to do this fight.
Kind of ballsy, isn't it?
That is too much.
Louis is kind of sucking, too.
It's kind of funny. Uh-oh, he's losing hard. Yeah, he just lost 2.5 war score for us.
Yeah, that's not
France.
Where did his troops go, by the way? Yeah.
The French? He's retreating. He just retreated to Nordjylland.
I wasn't sure if he had a way out.
No, not really. Now Muscovy's supporting the Swedish independence. Cool. Well, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to take a break here.
I kind of want to embrace Renaissance. We're like 98% from getting Leinster done, and that was the last one I was kind of waiting on before suggesting it. Maybe the next episode. I don't know. Okay. Fuck, I don't know. Like 88% in Wall of the Girthy too.
That's like 3 months away. You just gotta time it based on number one, either hitting the military, like hitting a point cap, or you intend to click the tech button tomorrow, and that's going to be the point where it makes sense to embrace.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So, all right, cool. We'll be back same time, place.
See you guys soon.
Same place tomorrow.